The interesting thing about this particular case is typically, as you know, when there are undercover buys made by an undercover to an individual, that basically leads to probable cause to get a search warrant for the person's house. So we did 2 undercover buys, got a search warrant for the house. When the search warrant was executed, first thing they were looking for were the alligators. They didn't find any alligators. They found some drugs. They found some firearms. They found some money. And then they also found a sex dungeon. Really, like a room that had all the contraptions, face masks, a long table, all kinds of things.
I don't know what you're talking about at all, Meg. I don't understand. Tell me.
Well,
explain
and
it
so
more.
There were a lot of pretrial motions that by the defense attorney, as you can understand, that none of that room should come in before the jury, because what did it have to do with? Because there were a lot of pictures that were taken when the search warrant was executed of this particular room and all the little devices and contraptions and toys that were in there, and ultimately. It was scaled down significantly. Well, it was funny, but we weren't allowed to show 50 pictures of this room, but there was one picture rather of the room, and I wasn't really allowed to refer to it as the sex dungeon, but a little passing reference to it, and so that was pretty interesting. And ultimately, the reason this case stands out in my mind is because this is the only time that, again, as a prosecutor. I presented my case in chief. I rested. I won the Reyes motion, and then the defendant pled open. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Oh, really?
And so, with no recommendation, of course, at that point in time, I asked for something that was significantly higher than what I had asked prior to trial, right? Because I did a lot of work. And the judge did, in fact, sentence him significantly higher than he could have had he pled prior to trial. Now, ultimately, that came back down, and the presiding criminal judge lowered it a little bit to address Yarborough factors that weren't addressed by the trial court. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I think I know what case it is now, just because of that. But
so it stands out for...
And it's a whole other topic.
Alligators, bath salts, sex dungeon,